Good day, everyone. I just wanted to say I was so very blessed to hear that families were gathering together at the same time, sitting in front of their television or their devices and watching the Calvary service online this past Sunday, especially our Calvary members. So I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for setting that example so that other families might do that same thing, to get together and still go to church, although it might be virtual church, but it's still church. So my family and I did that same thing, although it's a little bit different for us because here I am, me, listening to me, and my children listening to dad, and my wife listening to her husband. But nevertheless, we had a good time. We did, go to church. That was our church time. And we sat together and we had a really good dinner and we watched the service online. So I hope that you can do that again this coming Sunday. I was scheduled to preach on anxiety Sunday, which is tomorrow. I had mentioned that I would be preaching this several weeks ago and that it would be more toward the young people, not realizing, of course, that we would be living through and in a global pandemic. So, perfect time, right? To be preaching and teaching on anxiety, being that we are going through this pandemic that we are going through. So that's what I'll be preaching on tomorrow. So I hope that you tune in virtually and you are able to watch this. Again, it's like a sci-fi movie, right? Streets are empty. Police are enforcing self-quarantine. People walking around that the essential, face mask. Something that you would never think that you would live, to see this happening in your city. I would have never thought that I would live to see something like this happening in our world. And it looks like, again, something out of a straight-up sci-fi movie. So tomorrow I'll post this message on anxiety on Facebook, Calvary page, and also it'll be on the calvaryoakcliff.org website. So I pray that you guys are able to tune in. Let me have a word of prayer with you. God, I just ask that you bless the people who are listening to this, who are watching this. God, that you keep them healthy, but more importantly than healthy physically, God, that you keep them healthy spiritually. God, that they would give their lives over to you through your Son, Jesus Christ. And Lord, I pray that we would redeem the time, that we would make the most of our time right now while we have the time to spend time with you, spend time with family. And God, that you would just use this time to speak to our hearts, to minister to our hearts. And God will be reminded to give you the glory, to give you the thanks. God bless you guys. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.